Switch stream. Bloop. How you doing, chat? What's up, Meerkat? What's up, Tamoy? Yeah, Tamoy, if you haven't been around lately, we had those emotes. The emotes were tier 2 and tier 3, but affiliates finally got a little bit of a reprieve from needing to have them on all the different tiers, and so based on sub points and all, I had a few spots. I happened to have just enough to get them on tier 1 for you fine people. All right, chap. Maybe you can talk yourself into subbing. You don't have to do that. In fact, our schedule can't seem to get regular here, so maybe use the sub on something like Lyric with those sweet, sweet cat emotes or something. But we're not here to talk about emotes. No, we are here to play some Magic. We're going to play this pile of garbage today. It is a list that I got off of the MKM. I don't know what the tournament was, but I think it was MKM, like, it was like a IQ or 2K, 1K, big event. It was relatively large, and it was basically a list that I've been trying to 5-0 with, and I've gotten a couple 4-1s, a couple 3-2s, a couple 2-3s, and a couple 1-4s. But basically the list is very aggro. Maybe you just want to give me your money. Well, you can do that. You can do that if you want. There's just no obligation. No obligation. All right. One thing that I'm tired of running into, though, is blue-white and having all the aggro pieces and not being able to stick a threat. So we're going to run the playset of Caverns here. Otherwise, it's got 8 Rabble effects, Dismembers and Abrades to clear the way, a couple Hazards, Chandra, Blood Moon, Snaring Bridge, and Chalice Locks. 9 Ritual effects. Sideboard's got some Shattering Sprees, Angers, Storm Breaths, because I'm just not going to lose to blue-white. Trinisphere, Torpor, Spyglass, and Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere. Haven't played that in a while. Captain Asia, how you doing, my friend? Let's play some Magic. See, you start really good, and then you lose really good. Chat, it's great. I don't want to play that. Where is it? Let's start a count of how often Cavern names ape. Hey, Stickballrus, how you doing? We're going to play one league, and then we're going to see where we're at. I've been exhausted the last few days. It is exhausting. We'll keep this. It's a pretty bad hand. But removal, Blood Moon, Bridge, and we got this Cavern we're going to play. Opponent appears to be... I was going to say Scape Shift, but this is a Dredge. It's Dredge. Alright, let's put this out. Let's name Sliver. And pass the turn. Gotta put our opponent off their game. We might not play our second card here, depending on how crazy this next one is here. Double Creeping Chill and a Bloodghast. Question is, how far do we play into this? Because I needed a more explosive hand than just Bridge and some Blood Moons, especially with a Confligate already down here in the side. Bloodghast gonna come back. Theoretically, they could confligate me for 5 right now and then attack. I mean, at this point, you know, am I doing this? Cathartic. They didn't really hit anything. A couple Faithless Lootings here. Let's see what we draw. We can draw a War Boss. The question is, do we want to hide information here? Or do we want to play on... What's in my sideboard? That's right. I don't have any graveyard interaction. Because I got rid of it, chat. I don't think this is explosive enough. He gets to attack me for 2. I'm just playing a land this turn. He has a Confligate that can hit me for 6. That would put me to 8. This would put me to 6. So I would have to win by having at 6. I couldn't even use this really to remove this. And this doesn't come down until next turn. And I block. Let's concede here to hide more information. I'm more about playing them out, but we have fast leagues in the title, so I don't think a minute and a half talking about concealing or showing info. We had a Simian Spirit Guide. That wasn't going to be aggressive. We would be playing this on turn 3. Chalice doesn't get anything. Hazard wouldn't be able to attack. And then we'd have a Chandra and we'd be dead already. So that would have happened. All right. Alright, so I really don't have a whole lot for this matchup. I really don't. Chalice probably can come out here. Honestly, these Dismembers are okay, but they're just gonna hurt me more, so I'll probably take those out as well. I'm probably looking at Trinispheres, Angers, and maybe Torp Orbs. And then maybe the question is, do I want to try to slam a Storm Breath behind all this? Like, Blood Moon's reasonable, but maybe not worth it. And Bridge, we can go maybe down 1. And that would make the 8 that we would need to bring in. We can look for a Trinisphere to try to slow them down from, like, casting or pitching anything. Obviously, they can just kind of hold a card or 2 and then just discard. So maybe Trinisphere is not the greatest. That being said, Life from the Loam might be a little bit difficult with the Trinisphere. I think it's maybe better than, like, Chalice here. Chalice or Blood Moon maybe is equal. Bridge is questionable here, because we probably should be killing them before. They think we're a creature deck, so that's fine. Unfortunately, in this build, I don't have any Ravenous Traps. I don't even have the Scavenger Grounds, and I don't have Ley Lines. But, you know, it was a choice in deck building. The flaws are there. It's okay. We'll go this route here. I think my opponent's trying to figure out what sliver deck I could possibly be playing at the moment. And what slivers could be very detrimental to the graveyard. I don't know if there's too many slivers that deal with the graveyard, but that's why we played Cavern and named slivers. Alright, hand's terrible. Literally our top end with no lands here. We're going to mulligan. Alright. So here... I have a Torp Orb that's not too bad. I have a Blood Moon that I'm probably going to just get rid of. And then I have these 2 to get me to Torp Orbs and Rabble Master effects. I think if they like suddenly pitch to, I don't know, Prized Amalgams or something, I'd have to do something. We're going to keep this, pitch the Blood Moon. It's on the bottom. They don't know about it. My opponent's gone to 5 cards. Bloodghast comes in. Prized Amalgam can't trigger to come back. It is a partial, if you will, Grafdigger's Cage, sort of. Zale, how are you, my friend? It stops. It stops Prized Amalgam. It doesn't stop a whole lot else. There's a Shriekhorn here. All right. So we're definitely going to go ahead and probably Rabble or Legion Warboss. In this case, because we drew the land, we're going to go ahead and Rabble Master. Yep, just verify. Nope, no problem. No problem on the verifications. Gotta know how the cards interact. It's good to ask. Better to ask than to not know. This is not a sliver, chat. It's not a sliver. Fluffy, did you change your whole deck between rounds? Uncle DB. Hello, PogChamp. What are we PogChamping for? Confligate's kind of a bad one to see here. I don't want Rabblemaster to die. I play Rabblemaster first because Legion Warboss will generate another token and this will do a little more damage. Oh my gosh, they hit Stinky. They hit the Stinkweed Imp. They dredge, they hit a Bloodghast. Bloodghast is gonna come back. They could, this is where it's maybe frustrating, they could Confligate, kill this, and do one to me. Oh boy. Yeah, everybody likes their enter the battlefields. Alright, so they have one card in hand. We have a lot of pressure we can apply. There's another Confligate. I think they're dredging Life from the Loam here. I think we have to play Legion Warboss and keep up the pressure here. Warboss is probably the best card to draw there. A land and like a Chandra or Hazard wouldn't be bad either at this point. We'll see what this Shriekhorn finds here. Enough Life from the Loams and then this extra Confligate here gets a little bit annoying. But I'm pretty sure this turn, Creeping Chill. Pretty sure this turn's gonna be Dredge Life from the Loam and then go get some lands and plan for next turn. And I think we'll just play another Legion Warboss behind this. There's a Prized Amalgam. There would be a reason to go ahead and play this Torpor Orb. That way this doesn't come back. I'm thinking this Warboss though needs to happen. They might also Confligate this for 2. And they do. Alright, so no Narcobemas have been shown yet. I'm a little concerned that they would dredge a Stinkweed Imp, find a Narcomoeba and something else. I do know we have to close the game out though pretty quickly. I name Goblin now. I'm tempted to just play this Orb though. Kind of a little bit safer this turn. That or I can risk it for one turn. You know what? Let's use this Cavern. We'll play a little risky here. If they don't hit Narcomoeba and Prized Amalgam, or they don't hit, see if they Life from the Loam, if they hit Bloodghast and Amalgam, then we're upset. But then they're only dredging 3, so a little less likely. We'll play the odds here though. Play the odds. They do not, and they did not hit a Bloodghast either. Alright, we're in good shape. We can Torpor Orb behind this. Alright, they Life from the Loam, getting some lands back. Gonna play a land. No Bloodghast, thank goodness. I'm not going to block, thank you. You can swing in, go ahead. I'll take my 2. I'll take my 2, opponent. Plays the land. Good sequencing by my opponent. Alright, we have an Abrade and we have a Torpor Orb. So let's go ahead and play our Torpor Orb down. This Abrade may be useful. They might go after this Dark Blast, but it's -1/-1. Let's see if we can't beat our opponent here. We use the Abrade to remove a Narcomoeba if one shows up. We are dredging, I'm assuming. They could dredge like Stinkweed Imp and then play Stinkweed Imp. They could do this. It's good to have 2 damage down here. That might become important. They dredge the Dark Blast. Not hitting really anything. So they have Dark Blast and Unknown card in hand. Faithless Looting. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. Creeping Chill. There's another Bloodghast. No Narcomoebas, which is fortunate. Bloodghast here. Bloodghast get haste now. It's not a fetch land. There might be a reason to abrade. What are we doing back to them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna do 8 back to them. We could leave blockers back as well. Do I want to go to 6 here? We're through 2 creeping chills and 2 conflagrates. Let's go ahead and knock one of these off. If I need to, I can be a little bit slow here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't even do this. I don't have double red. Never mind. And I'm at 8. I can't take 2 in case they double hit me with 2 things. We're gonna have to leave a few goblins back. Gonna have to leave a couple back, and I don't have the extra red mana, so I can't cash in this ruins either. They dredge Dark Blast. They have a Faithless Looting. Assassin's Trophy. That's good to good to know. Stomping Ground gets back Bloodghast. It's not a fetch land. They have a Dark Blast in hand. Could Faithless Looting and do some mean things. Dark Blast, Faithless Looting, Dark Blast. Could be a line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Okay, Faithless Looting. I'm probably looking for more Creeping Chills at this point. Or Narcomoebas to block. There's one Narcomoeba. And a Creeping Chill. Another Narcomoeba. Still only one Creeping Chill. So these were important to hold back here. Stinkweed. 9 cards remain. You'll see that Prized Amalgam won't trigger here. Let me turn off the auto yields. There should be no trigger when this enters. See? No trigger. No trigger. We have proven the point. Alright, let's continue yielding. Alright, so they're at 9. We're at 5. I think I have to double block, right? They're gonna Dark Blast. Right? Or did they get rid of that? Dark Blast one of these. Maybe there was a case to just attack in, but then I guess a Dark Blast makes the math a little bit, like, a little bit off. Dark Blast. Do they have 2 Dark Blasts here? 2 Dark Blasts. They're at 9. Ugh. I'm only doing 6 and they can block 2 of it. Well, I'm at 1. I guess I'm attacking with everything. 2, 4, 6, 8. Maybe they don't block anything. I would need them to block nothing here. Go to 5. Alright, Creeping Chills beat us. Those Creeping Chills beat us earlier. We can play a Simian Guard to block. The problem is that well, I guess we could have blocked with one of these as well. But they have 9 cards to find Creeping Chill. And I think they can actually do everything. So they could Stinkweed. They'd have 4 left in the deck. They could then Faithless Looting, and they could honestly just Life from the Loam. How would they do this? So they would Life from the Loam on this turn, and then they'd flashback Faithless Looting to Life from the Loam, Life from the Loam. And that would be all 9 cards, and they've only used 3 Creeping Chills. So It's not like they could miss. I guess they could have misplayed somehow. But Dredge. We were actually kind of hoping to avoid Dredge, having no graveyard hate. Oh well. Oh well. It happens. We tried to confuse them by saying slivers on our cavern. I don't think it worked. Alright, one lander. I still almost won that. Yeah, but they gained 9. They gained 9. Let's mulligan this hand. Okay. We'll keep this. I'm gonna bottom a land here. I know it seems a little bit odd, but I think we're gonna draw a land within these first 3 turns here. And it's over. Let's not run the Chalice out immediately. I don't think I need to. They would just, like that, opt. It'll give me something to do here on turn 2. And it's over. Colonnade. Blood Moon. Alright. Rabble Master. I like the idea of putting a Chalice down here on 1. I think I could play Rabble Master here, and it could be Path. Oh. Oh. Spell Snare. Maybe it was good that I didn't rush it out. Got Spell Snared, chat. Opponent's got a few islands. Got these fancy colonnades. Alright. Well, we're going to run this out into the counter. We are kind of well suited against this deck. We just don't have the correct cards here, and we had to mulligan. We're looking at a Logic Knot here, it looks like. Opponent wisely pays 2. We do not have another Simian Spirit Guide, but they do know that could be a possibility. We do need to hit our lands now. I have bottomed 1 land, and perhaps regretting it slightly. It's named Goblin here. Look at this, chat. Can't counter this, opponent. Can't counter that, opponent. Uncounterable Goblin. That's what we're feeling. Now this Field of Ruin can get rid of this pretty quickly, but you know, the one-time use. That's all you need. That's all you need. Boom. Now we shuffle and we get that land kind of in the middle of our deck probably. Which is good. Which is good. We kind of would like to hit our 4th land. See a Teferi. Nope. Nope. This is really cool, by the way. I like how this stands out online. It's nice. Does it stand out in paper? Have you played against something where it... They have this? Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Alright. We're looking at Snapcaster, probably. I don't mind taking 4. Let's jam in here. This is what this deck's capable of doing. Luckily, if they were to play a Snapcaster, I can dismember it and get it out of the way. If they boot up this Colonnade, I can also get it out of the way. So, things could happen. Teferi? Supreme Verdict. Leaving double blue open. Alright. Warboss, do you have a counter? No counter. That negates no good. In goes the Goblin. See if we can keep up the pressure here. I have no actions. I'll go ahead and have 6 on our turn. Mystic Gate. Passes back to us. Let's go ahead and swing in here with the team. If they want to boot up that Colonnade, that's completely fine with me. I need to get rid of these dismembers before Hazoret is online anyway. Let's see if... Oh, they condemn. Okay. I got the Mentor trigger off at least, which I guess is good. They're down to 2 cards. Let's go ahead and attempt a Chandra here. I'm tempting a Chandra because the Hazoret really isn't going to get to attack in. Ooh. Counter draw. Alright. Alright. They didn't want the other card. They didn't want the next card. They wanted that first one. Don't be another Supreme Verdict, please. I'm tempted to fire this Dismember off, but I think I'm going to need it for the Colonnade at some point. The Field of Ruin. Hey, found a land. Alright, let's try Chandra here. 1 card in hand. Negated. Alright, perfect. Completely empty. We have the Hazoret. Unlikely to have a counter here. Boots up Colonnade. I can't dismember it, unfortunately. So Hazoret's gonna just show up and not do anything. But we're at 22. Mom dog. Land. Let's go ahead and attempt a Hazoret here and pass turn. At least gets Hazoret on board here. 1 nice swift attack here would be nice. This is nice because it opens up our Dismember. I don't foresee us using our Dismember just yet, but maybe they'll get frisky here. I'm cool with this. Let's try this. I'm taking 4 anyway. How about we get rid of it? Yeah. And it was a land. It's nice of them to play the land. Pyretic is perfect to see here. Pyretic Ritual, let's discard a bridge. This will leave us with a Dismember to take care of anything that could get in our way. It also puts them at 2, and if we can top deck anything cool, we just pitch it and hope they don't get like Path. We don't need to top deck, by the way, chat. We have a Dismember. I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you. All right. Blue-white. I don't want to lose the blue-white. That's why these are here. We like pretty much everything else. And just take out the bridges. So Abrades can remove Snapcasters, Dismembers, get rid of Colonnades, and the Angels, which is actually a problem for us. And so we actually have an answer. Now, you could argue Trinisphere might be worth bringing in here. I think I'm going to try it without Trinisphere here on the draw. On the play, though, I might bring it back in. I have like a fuzzy. Uncle Dave? Uncle Dave? Who's Uncle Dave? Alright, we have a turn 2 Blood Moon. Is it good enough? We'll try it. We'll try it. Opponent doesn't fear the Blood Moon. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Now, how do we play around? How do we play around the counter? How do we do it? We just don't. We just jam it. Come on. Simian Spirit Guide. Just a turn late, Gemstone. Alright. They have a Plains. I'm gonna not jam it here. I'd like them to tap out if possible. Obviously, we're giving them the chance to get like blue mana here. Looks like they're not going to. Let's do this. Let's test the waters with a Chandra. If they don't counter Chandra, then I'm going to get the Blood Moon down. They remanded her. Alright. That's fine. It was worth a test here. I think our Blood Moons are more powerful at the moment. They're lacking blue mana. Lacking that blue mana. I doubt they tap out. But we can kind of put a threat down every turn now. See where it gets us. Field of Ruin. I don't like the Field of Ruin. I don't like it much. We could put Hazard down here. That gives them an opportunity to use the Field of Ruin. But a placed Hazard will be at 4 mana. And then 5 and 6. And I can start pitching things and just running in. Let's do that. Name God. Hazard is a mom dog. This way, we are in good shape. Can't counter. We can't attack. Their turn is Field of Ruin this. That's fine. Looks like they don't care enough to Field of Ruin. 2 Field of Ruins now. What are we looking at here? They know I have Chandra. Ooh. Ooh. Ruined Halo. That's something special. That's something special and something I can't get rid of. Name's Hazret. Obviously. Luckily, we don't have too many of those. Let's try a Chalice on 1 to lead off here. See if that interests my opponent enough. They Path Hazard, even though Ruined Halo's here. I'm going to say yes. We're going to take this. Guess what's coming down, chat? Woo! Blood Moon. We're going to play Blood Moon here. Takes them completely off blue. Obviously, we have an opportunity to play Chandra, but I think Blood Moon's just stronger. Give them some red mana. Help our opponent out in their Jeskai bolts, right? Bolt snap bolt. Opponent has an island. That's pretty clever. Detention Sphere right behind this. Gets to D-Sphere our Blood Moon. We have no way to get rid of Detention Sphere either. They do know about this Chandra. One, two, three, 4. Let's attempt a Chandra here. And we have Blood Moon right behind it. Let's go up. Celestial Purges. Chalice. I'm going to say no to the Chalice because I have a Blood Moon right behind this. Blood Moon. No blue mana. Well, very little blue mana. Alright. How come I ditched the Simian? I don't know. Because it was a good card. I have no idea. You're right, I shouldn't have done that. I got excited. I didn't play my land. That's what happened. Look, we get him back. Alright, we'll cast Simian Spirit Guide now. I got a little excited. I just had forgotten that I hadn't played, the Ruins or whatever. Alright. Oh, yes. Don't have a counter, please, opponent. No counter. You didn't counter this guy. Nice. Swinging. Pro white, by the way. That's really good. Really good. Really good, chat. By the way, we get to monstrous. Who doesn't like a big monstrous dragon, chat? I guess I should have done that before in case they did have the condemn, because then they can condemn this. But I think we got him. Man, I like Stormbreath Dragon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who doesn't like a big dragon? A hasty threat. All right, so the general question here is, do we want to consider a Trinisphere over a Chalice? We did see Condemn, Path Exile, Serum Visions, and I believe we've seen an Opt as well. Oh, never mind. Did we win the first one? We did. We did. Who cares about our sideboard? Piece of crap. That's right, because I said if we got back on the play, I'd bring in Trinisphere. It's been a long day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's been a long day. Having a case of CRS? I don't know what that is. Alright. We're going to keep this. It is a turn 1 Chandra. I am happy about a turn 1 Chandra. I wonder if they have a Stubborn Denial. I will be very sad if they have a Stubborn Denial. Can't remember. Oh, what do we got across from us? Let's play Legion War Boss. I chickened out, chat. I chickened out. Stubborn Denial doesn't get us. It's alright. There we go. Fetch. Oh, never mind. Thoughtscour. I chickened out, chat. I was expecting a Fatal Push. This is Pac-Man. Alright. Thoughtscour could be Phoenix, it could be Grixis Death Shadow. This does not feel like that, though. And I'm kind of liking my War Boss here at this point. My opponent is really panicking. It's a lot of action that they just did. I like my position. I like running a War Boss out here. Let's go. Let's go. Damage. F6. It does look like Phoenix now. So having the War Boss and not getting bolts is really good here. We could have double bolt here, but then we're doing 3 damage per turn. Might even find another War Boss. That could be nice. That could be nice. Alright, another blue mana. That's good. What is this? Manamorphose. That's not good. Makes double red. We run into another graveyard-based deck. Which is kind of awkward with our non-graveyard hate. Sleight of Hand. I wonder if they're going to find that Faithless Looting. There it is. Faithless Looting, pitch 2 Phoenix. Go block, block. 1 Phoenix. And a Noxious Revival. Are they looking for another Phoenix here? And then they take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They need 3 Phoenixes to block, by the way. 2 does not win it. They would block these 2. We do 2, 3, 4. We generate 5. We generate 6. And then these would mentor 2, 7, 8. Woo! Alright. We have Trinispheres, Angers, and we have Damping Spheres for this matchup. Damping Sphere is a little bit interesting and different. Storm Breath's not too bad, but we're probably not going to go that route. Dismembers of Braids are okay here. Package is fine with the creatures. Blood Moon's not very good, so we'll get rid of that. Chalice on 1's pretty good. Chandra's okay. We're going to get rid of a Ritual. A pair of Rituals because we're bringing in Damping and Trinisphere here. And I think, honestly, I just want to grab probably 1 Hazard out. Hazard's a bit odd with Thing in the Ice, kind of getting bounced and all that, so we're going to do that. Chalices on 1 and 2 are fine, and Braids are good. Rituals are great to get quick out, but we're also looking for the Trinispheres, so it's kind of like a mixture of what we want to be doing. By the way, Damping Sphere is kind of this forgotten card, and we're actually trying it out again. Seeing how it runs. Hertz Tron, we see a lot of Tron. Hertz decks that go fast, all that. Jake MTG, hello, how are you? Let's keep this. Could use a ritual effect, but I'll take it with the Cavern. It doesn't really have any of our hate cards, but it will push us forward, hopefully. By the way, if Jake MTG is the one that I'm thinking of, he is the creator of the Black-Red Prison list. My opponent is struggling here. Let's go ahead and put a Chalice on 1. That'd be good. Thanks for the host, Jake. We will now name Goblin here. Not gonna get countered. We'll start with War Bosses. They might have an Abrade. But do they Abrade this or this? They braid our Chalice. Those jerks. It's alright. Thank you. Let's play some goblins, chat. Go goblins. Go goblins. Goblins! Blah! I have a feeling they can flip Thing in the Ice here, but if not, then we probably win. Manamorphose. Alright, so they're going to get to bounce a lot of this back to our hand, it looks like. There's another Manamorphose. Yeah, so all this is going to bounce back to my hand here. Guaranteed. 7 cards. Gotta be 2. Bolt, bolt. Another Manamorphose. Oh, goodness. Thoughtscour. Woo! Look, we got the gang back. Faithless Looting? Faithless Looting, come on. Oh, just another Thing in the Ice. So they can do it all again, chat. So they can do it all again. Let's play a Legion Warboss here, pass turn. Sleight of hand. I mean, if they bounce this one too, they just bounce that one, we just lose. That or if they get a fire chicken. They get 2 fire chickens. They are almost halfway through their deck. There's one Arc-like Phoenix. Oh, there's a spell. Well, you look at that, chat. Will you look at that. Blah. Blah. They kept the Abrade. That was the key card there, getting rid of our Chalice on 1. No Abrade, no Chalice. Be pretty good. We're going to switch Chandra out for a Hazoret here. Be a little quicker. Otherwise, I like everything else. Let's submit. Submit. And see if that doesn't happen again. That escalated quickly. It was more like we just died fast. Alright. There's a Trinisphere on turn 2, followed by War Boss. Really slows down our opponent, so let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Serum Visions. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. Play with the Trinisphere. Ha! Not a Chalice on 1. Ha-ha! Ha-ha, ha-ha. Alright. I can wait on the second Trinisphere. They take their turn abrading this one, then I get to play this one. They might do that. We'll see. Abrade this and then play something for 1. Maybe kill War Boss. That'd be a little bit of an annoyance. They abrade my War Boss. What a jerk. Let's play Hazoret down here. They gotta pay 3 to kill this anyway. If they have another Abrade. They do. They do. The double Abrade. Thought Scours themselves. Land. Alright. We're going to play the other Trinisphere out here instead of getting in for damage. Because the Trinisphere is clearly slowing my opponent down. And they've gotten through 2 Abrades. So they've only got 2 more if they have all 4 in the sideboard. Probably have 1 main, right? The Fire Chicken. I can anger that. Let's go ahead and get in for 1 here. I think I'm going to... You know what? I'm not going to do anything and just pitch with Hazoret. And then maybe I can put land and anger behind this. I'm kind of hoping to bait out a little bit more. Is that it? That's it? Kind of would like to bait out a little more than just that. Oh, Chandra's nice. Let's play Chandra here. Up we go. Swing with Goblin. Alright, maybe this will encourage them to play their second Phoenix here. They bolt me. Okay. Okay. See this? Attacks me, going to 8. Odysseus, what's up? What's up, my friend? What do we got? Thing in the ice? Sleight of hand. Shoxin. This is a good card to draw. I don't know if I can get this in here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3 for the Abrade behind it. 5, 6. So Abrade, Warboss, and attack. So 5, 6, 7. You want to do 7 damage? Put this in the yard here. We'll be at 7. They'll go to 2. They can play what, an Abrade at end step, and we lose. Yeah, Trinisphere. We can definitely Abrade and Warboss here. We can definitely do both. And we run in here. Pitching 2 things. Yeah, that would do it too, right? I kind of like pitching 2 things. Then if he has an echoing, he has to echo the Hazoret. I like that line. So let's pitch 2 things here. Let's pitch anger for 1. And let's pitch Warboss. And then we can attack here. I guess we just attack with both. If he has to Snapcaster to block this, it's dying anyway, so it's not like he could Snapcaster and have something gets around us. He'd have to block. Alright. There we go. Ooh. Hey, Chalice would have been nice. Okay. Oh, just losing to Dredge there. I like the pitch too. We were missing a few points of damage there, and pitching 2 is the line. Because if he had a bolt, like I said, if he had an echoing, then he bounces Hazoret there. By pitching 2 things, we've prevented us being stuck with stuff in our hand, and then he has a Trinisphere to deal with. If he has another Abrade, then we lose. So he'd have to have exactly Echoing and Abrade, and we'd lose with doing that line. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the only stuff that we would have lost to. And then he would have had to have a Phoenix in hand and what, like a Bolt or something, probably? Because he could, or Faithless Looting 2 Phoenixes. That would do it. He would need to find a way to have another Phoenix come in, Abrade the Trinisphere, probably, and Bolt, because he didn't have enough mana to play Phoenix and Bolt at that time. He could have a land as well, I suppose. A couple scenarios there that we could have lost to. Only a couple. Alright, we're not doing too bad, though. Not doing too bad. Looks like we're not going to get an opponent. Come back, opponent. Come back. We are indeed 2-1, 2-1. Losing the Dredge. Losing to Dredge. Beating Blue-White, beating Phoenix. Alright, opponent's 2-0, we're 2-1. Let's see what we can do here. I would like to play first. Just the 1 lands, chat. It's always the 1 lands. I'm gonna mulligan this on the play. It has things to do if we find that extra land, but if we don't, we're just sitting ducks. 1 land, chat. 1 land. Alright, we'll keep this. Keep this. We'll put 2 lands on the bottom. That way we have things. And I think I'm just going to run out this Chalice on 1. Kind of hope it's powerful against our opponent. And we'll see where we go from here. It's powerful enough to have stopped a Thoughtseize, which probably would have ruined our hand anyway. Alright, now we just need a land. I could have kept the 3rd land, then this Rabblemaster would be online. Kind of guaranteed. We wouldn't have the War Boss. You could say it's a decision error. It's in with Dark Confidant here. I imagine they have removal. Play 2nd Dark Confidant here. Land? Hey, we do hit our land. Alright. Land Legion War Boss to start things off. Create a token. Run in. What is this? Hey, Jamtown. How you doing? What is this? Fatal pushes their own Dark Confidant. Making sure they can cast Gurmag Angler. Double Dark Confidant triggers here. Tomb and Goyf. I don't think I streamed on Friday, did I? No, I did. Did I hit all the days? I think I haven't uploaded it. They can attack me for 4, and they should do that. I'm going to be sitting back with this War Boss here. Ooh. Not confident they want to attack. I'll let them keep taking damage. I think that's one of the few ways we win this. Overgrown Tomb, no land in the yard. We have instant and sorcery, so this thing's a 2/3, I believe. Overgrown Doom played. Tarmogoyf played. Tarmogoyf played. So we find another land. It's kind of interesting. Let's do just the goblin. Y'all getting crazy bugs yet? I'm in Arizona and we started getting creepy crawlers again. Summer's coming. No, we don't. We don't get those. I think I'm gonna just play Chandra tick up here. Oh, bridge would have been nice. It was tempting to play Chandra tick down, but I think actually like applying pressure and damage here is a good idea. Swamp and Verdant Catacombs. These become 3/4s now. I mean, we get bugs from time to time, but not enough to say that there's tons of creepy crawlies. We'll get scorpions from time to time. Okay, we'll block 2 Tarmogoyfs here. Once again, I don't mind them taking like all this extra damage here. I know it's drawing them a whole bunch of cards, but I think that's the only way we win this at this point. We'll do 2 damage to them because this won't be dead. Maybe they'll hit 2 Lilianas. I don't know. Maybe they'll hit 2 Lilianas. Who knows? We should get 1 extra point of damage in here unless they have a card to play. Nice. 3/1's good. 3/1's good at an FNM. You get all kinds of interesting decks at an FNM. Pyro Prison's targeted more towards probably the tier list because of greedy mana bases. If you get someone with a budget mana base, it's kind of silly. Tireless Tracker. That's a good card. Plays a land. Chalice is interesting. We'll go up here for Chandra. Blood Moon is tempting. We'll get the Black Source. Let's say no to this. One, 2, 3, 4. These are 8. I have to play Rabble Master here or I die. I technically died to a Kraken Assassin's Trophy Goblin. I technically died to that. We'll see if that's what they do here. It was an 8. Mismatched Swamps. Clue? Or Assassin's Trophy? Assassin's Trophy. So we're dead on board. We'll see if my opponent attacks properly. And maybe they'll hit 2 Kalidas. Oh! Oh, chat. Chat. You're close. Hit one of them. Hit one of them. It's 8 plus 4, 12. Just needed to make that a 4-3. It was close. Close. It was close, chat. What do we really have for this matchup? Kind of nothing. A couple Spyglasses here. Otherwise, not a whole lot. You could argue we have a little more removal as well if we'd like. We do have the Dismembers that should help. We can probably take out a pair of Chalices here for the Spyglasses and just run this. Uncle DB, where are you going all the time? Where are you going? You're missing all the fun. Wow, I have 3 messages, chat. 3 messages on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, maybe you should go, like, check out the Discord. 2 of those are Twitch notifications telling you that Stickball Russ and myself are live. Get those notifications. One of them is just in normal chat. Let's see here. Thought I might like this. Humorous Bloom 4. You watching Fluffy right now? Actually, no, but I will tomorrow. You play Pyro too? Oh yeah, Prison is my jam. Sweet. Are you on the Discord? Shoutouts to Humorous Bloom 4 and JVX. Bam. Multitasking. I'm not multitasking. Are you multitasking? This is going to get thought seized. It is going to get thought seized real bad, chat. We're gonna mulligan this. I feel the thought seize. It's just gonna eat me alive. This hand's mildly better. You're in the jacuzzi. It's a strange thing to be watching in a jacuzzi, but cool. Do we keep this? One land. Miserable. What am I pitching then? I have to pitch Chalice? Let's mulligan one more time. Okay, this one's a okay hand. It still can get thought seized, but luckily we can get whatever the threat is out pretty quickly. So I guess we'll go with this. I just keep this. We're bottoming this because it's no good. We'll bottom this as well. Elemental Maddie, long time no see. I've been out of Magic for a while. You got a webcam now. I did. It's a special webcam. Super special. It's more than a webcam. All right. Swamp, Inquisition, or Thoughtseize is going to take some sort of threat here. My opponent did mull to 6 as well. Probably looking for that fetch land in some way to go ahead and check the hand. Unfortunately, no turn 1 here. Let's see if the Rabble Master matters to them. Takes the Desperate Ritual. In this case, we're going to go ahead and ritual out the Rabble Master. It's a threat. Typically, they have like Assassin's Trophies to take care of this, so that would help our ramp a little bit. Good looking basement you have there. Thanks. It's not a basement though. But thank you. Do I want to run this into this Scavenging Ooze? Something tells me no. I can wait a turn. 25 to 32 people at your F&M. It's a good turnout. Very nice. Good turnout. The Quagmire comes in here. We have a Goyf. It's a 3/4. Ooh, that's not good. We'll just send the 2 in here. We're a little behind here because we haven't hit our 3rd land. If I could, I'd hit the 3rd land and then get this Goyf. The problem here is probably a Liliana. And I have to pitch something. If I pitch Chandra, I can't kill Goyf. If I pitch Desperate Ritual, I'm not casting Chandra. Vraska. Destroy target non-land permanent with convert mana cost 3 or less. And there goes the Rabble Master. Goyf is now out of range. A little bit disappointing here. I probably have to kill Scavenging Ooze if I get a land. Got a Blood Moon. It's not really what I want to be doing with that. 6 rounds plus top 8. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm an old grouch when it comes to F&M. Old and grouchy. Just like, no, I don't want to be out that late. Gonna get hit for 6 here, maybe a little more because of this forest. Probably worth it for my opponent to do that. We need land. What do we need? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Alright, green-black gets us here. Kind of had a couple bad mulligans there, unfortunately. Happens. I played at this F&M, and the way the person described it, it was probably the best deal out there in our city. I was like, man, I'll come play this because I'm pretty competitive. And we got there and got through the 6 to 7 rounds, and top 8 started at like 2 in the morning, And I got second or something, and then they gave out prizes, and it wasn't anywhere near what he said he was going to give out. This is a bunch of lands and nothing. Let's mulligan this. And so I was a bit disappointed. Let's get rid of a mountain. I was a bit disappointed, to say the least. I was top 8 of the Modern Challenge. Every now and then I do something fancy. That's a good card. Let's name that Goblin. Alright, we can play... There we go. We can play War Boss here, get him for 1, and we can play Blood Moon right behind this. We're in tip-top shape against our Tron opponent, and we have a great sideboard for our Tron opponent as well. We should clear this league at 3-2. We should. Something crazy goes here. Tron Raid Boss. I think we can beat him. We'll beat you, Tron. We will beat you, Tron. Pac-Man agrees. It's all blurry, isn't he? All right, if I get a I was gonna say if I got a ritual spell, I'd play Hazard because of the green source here. I'm keeping the Abrade around. O-Stone's the scariest thing for us to see at this point. Maybe a Walking Ballista is scary too, but the Walking Ballista is only going to be a 1/1 this turn. It would be a 2/2 the following turn, and at that point I think I've done enough damage. O-Stone here. O-Stone. I will play Hazard first if we find the land, because Hazard does lots of damage. Also, O-Stone's 5 to activate, not 4. And in the event that they play Simeon's Spirit Guide, this should be enough to put them at 5, where Hazard would be Mom Dog lethal. Stream quality up 200%. Being able to see a face to a voice now. I'm actually just a puppet. I'm really on the computer tower over there. Kind of hard to see. I'm blending in today, chat. Blending in. Alright, for this matchup, we bring Shattering Sprees in, Damping Spheres, and Spyglasses. We get rid of these bridges. Get them out of here. The Dismembers aren't as good either, so that's 6. I have 1+ here, so I gotta figure out one thing more to take out. It's probably like Hazard or Chandra. I'll go ahead and take a Chandra out here, because we have 4 War Bosses, 4 Rabble Masters, 4 Moons. We want to be Rituals. So on the play, we would take 1 Ritual out and put Chandra in. Because we're on the draw, we need more Rituals, so we'll take 1 Chandra out, get a Ritual. The Ritual's a lot more important. You could also maybe swap out like a Chalice or something. It is that notification, chat. You probably heard it. Except now I lost the notification. What was the notification? Come here. Oh my gosh, it went away. Go away, phone. Stop charming. Or charming. What is that? Thoughts on Shadowstorm over Shattering Spree. What Zale said. What Zale said. If you played a very aggressive line, maybe. Alright, so here's the problem with this hand. It's great, except my opponent could have turn 3 Tron, and Blood Moon's then useless, because they'll probably play Karn. We do have the Chalice to slow them down, but we're not ritualing out the Chalice. I'm going to mulligan this because I have 2 Chandras in hand, which are 2 dead cards. We have 5 cards here that are nice. I think I can do better with the London Mulligan roll. Damping Sphere is great. I don't need the Ritual necessarily. Chalice and a Braid are fine. We can keep this. We probably... As much as I'd like to kind of get this War Boss out, it looks like we're going to have to set things up, so we're going to get rid of the Desperate Ritual. Jay Rogers, thank you for the follow. So we have Damping Sphere, we have an Abrade to get rid of something nasty. This will all be quote-quote on time. which will be important. Nature's Claim is a problem card, and hopefully we won't run into that. If they play a Forest here, then I play Chalice. They're playing a Tron Land Expedition map. I gotta play Damping Sphere here. So Damping Sphere it is. Obviously, biggest worry here is they decide, oh, I'm gonna go get green mana now because I can't get Tron, and they get just a claim, and we don't have a time to put down Chalice. They don't get green mana though, which is good for us. Plays a Sphere behind this. That would generate. That would generate green mana. If they already have the Nature's Claim in hand, then this is dying even if I put a Chalice here. So let's go ahead and play a Legion War Boss here and just run in with damage. Did the stream die? No. I have 31 drop frames, but that's hardly any considering I have 30 per second. Green mana here, I have a feeling this Sphere is gone. So Chalice on 1 wouldn't have mattered. Now what do we die to? 3 plus all of that. Oh, Stone's a little bit annoying. As is Wormcoil Engine. Wow. So if I tack in here, I can play Damping Sphere and Abrade the Wormcoil when I attack in so they don't gain a bunch of life. The O-Stone's still a factor, but the O-Stone kills the Wormcoil as well. Marin Moon, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, the Moon peeps. What crazy decks were you guys playing tonight? How is your stream going? How is your YouTube channel growing? How is it all? Alright, we're gonna play this line here. It's probably the only line I like. It forces O-Stone to go off here and kill their worms. They don't gain a bunch of life necessarily, and we have a War Boss behind this. The line's not great, but I think we have to play to what we've been dealt here. There you go. Rakdos Ponza. That sounds really mean. Chewy down low. Hello. Hello, Chewy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swing in. They probably pop this in combat. If they're real sneaky about this, they'll do it after combat. Look at that. Look at that Blood Moon, chat. That's a rival to our Blood Moon. It's pretty sweet. Alright. Oops. Go ahead and Chalice on 1 here. Maybe they have to cantrip to find their answers. And we will play War Boss. It obviously plays into a few things, but I'd rather play the War Boss than see a Karn here. They have 1,000,000 mana though, Thragtusk. Look at that. Panic Basket. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, because War Boss didn't get to create a token last turn, we're not making anything extra here. It was just a Thragtusk though. I have a feeling it's like Star or Sphere or Map in hand. That's what I think. Maybe they won't be able to play much. Ghost Quarter. Maybe they swing too. I mean, they're at 24. I would. Nice. Alright, second War Boss. Let's see if we can race a Thragtusk here. 2 War Bosses here. Attack, attack. Attack, 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 attack. Mentor. We do 5 back to them. I'm not going to block this turn. I'm going to go to 8. I can make tokens that don't attack. Ooh, or I can attack with everything and have the Simian Spirit Guide. We died to a War Boss or not a war boss. We died to a... What do we die to? If they were to get Walking Ballista, 10, 14, 7, 7. Yeah. We just attack with everything here. Gotta attack with everything. We'll play Simian Spirit Guide, just have an extra blocker here on the crackback. But it would only matter if they had like a hasty creature or something. Chalice on 1's doing a lot of work. It may not look like it, but it certainly is. Let's play this Simian Spirit Guide and pass turn. Awkward, chat. Game just got real awkward. He's gonna attack, I'm going to block. O-Stone was a really good draw by my opponent. It's pretty cool too. Maybe I only attack with like a couple things, kind of psych them out. Alright, O-Stone's cracked. They have a bunch of 1-drops now. Let me go ahead and crack this. So Hazard off the top doesn't win it. So we need to not be put too far behind here. There's Star. Oh boy. I needed a Spyglass probably. Now that I think about it. From my previous drawers. Karn Liberated. Not dead. Could draw Rabblemaster into something. I'll exile that card. That's fine. We're not dead yet. Getting closer. We're getting closer. Tower still has 6 mana. Sylvan Scrying goes and gets a Sanctum probably. So they can play Sanctum and go get something afterwards. Buried Ruin. Buried Ruin, an unknown card in hand. Okay. We go to 5. Need Rabblemaster, Chandra, or Hazard here. Okay. I'm gonna put him to 1. Alright, putting him to 1. We could draw, if they have no blockers, all of our Rabble effects. We can draw Chandras. We did take one out. We can draw the 3 Ruins. We can draw all of those pieces. Buried Ruin here. What are they getting back? I guess if they got an... Oh, but they have to draw it, right? Engrave it to your hand. Now I need Chandra. Or a Ruins, really. Okay, I need Chandra or a Ruins here. Chandra or Ruins wins it. Let's turn off this auto yield. Let's suspense, chat. So Chandra Tick Up wins it. A Ruins activation wins it. Rabblemaster does not because they have a blocker and it's a really good blocker. So, Chandra or Ruins? Where were you like 4 turns ago? Where were you 4 turns ago? There she is. Alright, we're going to bring Chandra back in. And we're going to take 1 ritual out because we are on the play. And being on the play, we don't need the ritual. Close. Close. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We learned things. We have great cards against our Tron opponent. Gonna get that Chalice on 1, followed by Damping Sphere, followed by Hazoret and Chandra. Just bash facing. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. We have the Abrade. That's actually pretty good. We do need the land for Blood Moon. I like the hand enough to keep it. We do need one land here, but we have an Abrade and we have a Chalice, and I like both of these. We're not ritualing out a Legion War Boss, but I don't think we have to here. Get your jacuzzi on. Alright, so they have a star here. That is a reason to play maybe Chalice here. So we'll go ahead and play Chalice on 1. We are needing that land. We've risked a lot on here. We'll see if we get it. Green mana, Sylvan Scrying. Alright. We got the land we don't necessarily want. But I don't want them to have Tron either. So we'll have to play Blood Moon next, and then we'll be looking at these, hoping that we have a land. Stops Tron. No Nature's Claim, so they kind of have to naturally draw everything. Totally fine. They did have Tron, so we avoided that. They have an O-Stone. Missed the land. We can have 6 here. At end step, we'll go ahead and abrade the O-Stone. Let's go ahead and destroy that O-Stone. Get that out of the way. They're going to put a fate counter on something. Which is fine in case they have another O-Stone. That's fair. Land? No land, but we do get a Spyglass. I'll go ahead and play that. Maybe we get to name O-Stone. Alright, we have 2 Forest Buried Runes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can name Ugin here, which I think is the correct play, even though they have the Expedition maps. We can name Expedition map, but they have 6 mana, so they just have to naturally draw 2 more. I think the name is Ugin just because they have it. I really could use a land, though, at this point. We're on turn 5 going into turn 6 here. Forest is played. Sylvan Scrying was a good draw. It does mean that they just have these in hand. If they crack this, I don't know what they'll have. There we go. Alright. Play Rabblemaster first. It will force things to be attacked, so if they do top deck Wormcoil, it's a bit frustrating. But every War Boss Rabblemaster effect does throw goblins at our opponent, so we just need them to die as quickly as possible. Rabblemaster does slightly more damage. Play another Rabblemaster. Swing in for all the damages. And now we're getting to the point that even if a Wormcoil showed up, I think we could keep pace with it. There's enough damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was a... I don't know what that was. Play War Boss here. Swing in for all the damages. Should be enough. There we go. It's a lot of damage. Even if they killed one of these, they still die. They'd have to kill both of these. And then they'd take 6. And then we'd have still a lot of pressure right behind it. Hey! Taking down that drone. So you can see why we didn't... It was risky. We didn't have the 3rd land. But you don't have to have the ritualed out Blood Moon against Tron, because you can naturally play it on your 3rd turn. If you're missing that, then yeah, they'll have Tron, and they did on turn 3, and then they just kind of take it over. They would have been a step away from Ugin, which would have been a real problem for us. We're going to hit a few more lands and get to play our Chandras and other stuff. Cool. Let's see here. Another one? I think we got time for a full another one. Playing this playing this list tonight. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'd want to change currently. Is there anything that I would want to change? We have a pretty aggressive line. We have the Blood Moons, Bridges, and Chalices. We're playing a little more removal, and it's spot removal, not sweeper removal. Storm Breaths were good. I've seen a lot of blue-white. Do we want to add a little bit of Graveyard Hate in case we run into Dredge again? We only ran into one Dredge. It doesn't seem to come up too often. I'm actually more likely to probably run into Phoenix or Humans than Dredge at this point. Dismember's been pretty good so far. Helps kill some of the slightly bigger things that a Braid can't kill. I could probably get rid of one of these Damping Spheres and get something else in here. What do we think? A Leyline? Ravenous Trap? Something else? Cough? What do we want instead of Molten Rain? I could do a Molten Rain. That'd be kind of fun. A Boil? We already have a lot against blue-white. Could bring in an Eidolon or two. What else would be good? I don't know. Mr. Zachary. Zurakai. What's up? Congrats on your top finish. It's going. We went 3-1 or 3-2 in our first league. We're deciding if we want to change anything in the sideboard here. Maybe a Damping Sphere needs to come out for something else. But this Damping Sphere like plays double duty. It's just if we run into Dredge, it's a little bit. It's a little bit disappointing. What is this? What red cards do I have? Just pick a random red card, put it in. Look, we have the Little Boar. What red cards do I have? I have Sarkon. We could do that. Chain Whirler. Chain Whirler could be interesting. Is there enough X1 creatures in the meta right now? Probably not. Although it could help with Dredge. Actually, that could help with Dredge. Put in Leveler. This dude? I'll put him in. Put him in, try to get a 5-0, and then people are like, what is this card? I don't know when we would use it. Actually, on that line, who wants to see a Batterskull? Oh, do I not have a Batterskull? Isn't that how you sell a batter? Do I not? What? I don't have a Batterskull? No way. Whatever. Zarukai. Leveler. You want to run this, chat? Eater of Days. I don't have that one either. What's another meme card we can put in here? Oh no, the dog has found something. Oh no. Oh, quantity. Need to go back up to 1. No dog. Nope. What is this thing? Hey. What else could I put in that's ridiculous? We could put a Nile Spellbomb. That'd be hilarious. Can't activate it. What else we got here? I want to put something in that's just a joke. Let's do that. Let's put something in that is a joke. What is this? Doggo cam. Alright, chat. I need a card that's just dumb. Actually, what's a good card that's just any color? I'll play a completely dead card in my sideboard. We'll just have fun like that. What do we want? Like, we could put Iona or Craterhoof or I don't think I have Gristlebrand. Restoration Angel. Snapcaster. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want in the sideboard? I need something good. That, or I could put a Blasphemous Act in or something. Lillian. Let's see here. What else would be hilarious? That would not fit anything that we have going on here. Pia and Kieran would be actually a legit card to put in. Noble Hierarch. What else? Doomblade? I can put one Doomblade in. Leveler and Doomblade. Let's get rid of a extra... Let's get rid of a Storm Breath here. I did win. Alright, we're going to put Leveler in and Doomblade. We're just going to run it with 2 dead cards in the sideboard and see if we can't do well enough to 5-0. And then we'll call it a night. And we may play Leveler. We may do it. I think I will. Let's just have fun. We have a Doomblade over here and a Leveler. The chances of 5-0ing are really low anyway, but if we do, get ready for Reddit to be like, what? That's what they do sometimes. It's kind of fun. You have fun with people. Alright. Only good matchups. We need 5 in a row. No! What is he playing? Mill, or is he playing... Is he playing Mill, or is he playing... Well, if he's playing a Blood Moon deck, this is an okay hand. Dang it. This could easily ruin our meme dream. Alright, let's see if he's on Mill, or let's see if he's on Pyro. For those that don't know, this is Stickball Russ, one of our other community members. I could throw him out the window right now. Ooh, Faithless Looting. Alright, not Pyro. What are we playing against? Faithless Looting doesn't really go in Dark Pyro either, because there's no real good stuff to the yard. Oh, is that all? Is that all? Oh my gosh. Please, a ritual effect. Oh no. Goblin. Yeah, I don't have a Chalice on 2 here. I don't have the bridge. Emrakul and Jin-Gitaxias. I will gladly get bridge out next if I can. He's on some Goryo's shenanigans. These are legendary creatures. Put that Chalice on 1. Maybe he doesn't have Goryo's here. I'd probably entertain a Blood Moon too. These 2 cards are priority right now. Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge. Pentab Prism. It's a pretty good choice there. It's a pretty good choice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bridge behind this. If he top decks it, I'm mad. So here, we're going to then Chalice on 2 probably. He's doing Through the Breach and Goryo's more than likely. So the bridge needs to come down here. Bridge needs to come down. Blood Moon's weak now because of the Pentad Prism. Land, I Chalice 2. No land, a Rabble Master. Dismember's not going to do a whole lot for us. That being said, if they somehow got this out of the way and... Ooh. It's too much. It's too much for Stickball Rust. Probably no main deck. No main deck. Abrades or something. We were going to hit our land. Okay. I do not have Graveyard Hate. But we do have a couple of Trinispheres. Get rid of these. Well, no, they had... He had Pentad Prism, so I'll keep the Braids in. I'm going to get rid of these Dismembers. Our opponent's creature is going to be probably too big for Dismember to really worry about. Hold on. Family. Family. Ha, family. Do I just bring this in for the memes? For the memes chat? Alright, I think that's all I can really change here. I think that's all we can change. I don't think Dismember does enough in the matchup. And I don't see Trinisphere doing a whole lot either, but maybe it'll slow him down. One land. Put in Doomblade. We're on the draw. I could cast it. Let's mulligan this. There we go. All right, this is a hand we can keep. Alright, we're going to make sure that we can either bridge or war boss here. I have a feeling we're going to war boss first, but we'll see what they do. They don't do enough. We'll go ahead and war boss here. See if they have the removal. I'm expecting the removal. Fatal Push. Blood Crypt. Tapped. Hey, now we can play a Blood Moon. Now we can play a Blood Moon. By the way, we could have Doombladed. Bridge is more important now. Bridge pretty important. Tormenting Voice. Got an Emrakul in the yard. We don't hit our land. Not very good for us. No land here. If I had a land, we'd be in good shape. No land, and we're probably in trouble here. Although it's just Emrakul. The Promised. A Plains. 2 mana? Goryo's? No. Pentad? Faithless? Celestial Purge? Helix? Tormenting? Burial Rites. Ooh, okay. Blood Moon would have been a lot better than I thought. Well, we're going to put Chalice on 1 here. Not a whole lot it's doing, I don't think. See, Doomblade would get there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Russ's face if I Doomblade his guy? Can you imagine? Even if we get spaghettied, we're fine. Russ says hello. I know, right? You'd have to go and clip it. Be the best. He's asking about Doomblade. Turn 1 Rabble does the job just fine. But Doomblade. Russ says bye. Can you imagine if we would have... He would have had Emrakul, so I don't know. Does Doomblade hit Emrakul? But can you imagine just like Doomblading him out? Oh, that would be heart-wrenching. It would be the best. Well, maybe we'll get to Doomblade. Who knows? Maybe we'll bring it in. I don't know. 4 matches left on the night. Or time, depending on if the matches go too long. Monday. Yeah, Monday, chap. Let's take these off for a little bit. Alright, opponent's 2-0, we're 1-0. Nice win. It's a win. It's a win. This hand's bad. Mulligan this. Alright, we're going to keep this. We're going to put Hazard on bottom, Gemstone out. We're going to get rid of the Abrade. And then we can either Blood Moon or War Boss. Looks like we're going to be Blood Mooning. Yes, humans. Alright, to slow my human opponent down a little bit here, we'll Blood Moon. We are weak to humans game 1 because we don't have Mass Sweepers and we don't really have very good cards because we have a lot of creatures. 1 or 2 Reflector Mages and then we're kind of in trouble. Oh my gosh. Alright, fine. Start with Legion War Boss so that we can make 2/2s. We'll go from here. They're going to have an Aether Vial on 1 and 2. That being said, they only have 4 cards here, so they're going to have 1, 1, and 2. Jeez. Tasting dinner, chat. Not good. Wit. I guess I should yield to these. Yield. Thalia is kind of annoying at 2 because she blocks War Boss here. The Ghost Rabble. The Ghost Rabble. Alright, we'll just play another Rabble Master here. Swing with the team. Make a 2/2. Probably a Thalia coming in to block. Not a whole lot I can do to that. That being said, maybe we go wide enough here. Thalia. Meddling Mage. Okay. And the chosen card is Abandon Reason. 2 cards left. No 1-drops? No 1-drops. So they have 3-drop and maybe another 2-drop. Or a land. So we're probably going to see something here. At least we have 2/2 and something else. 3-drop Reflector Mage. Mantis Rider. Clone Mantis Rider. This is where we could lose it, chat. They're going to do 6 to us. Oh my gosh. Nine, and then they'll have a lot of blockers. Well, we're swinging with everything. Maybe they'll be willing to trade one of these with Rabble Master. They also could just block, 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 and then just hit us for another 9. We hit them for 7. The big problem here is that we don't kill them next turn. They have 2 turns, so we need a sweeper, which we don't have, or we need a bridge. So we need bridge. Bridge, and we need them to not have Meddling Mage, Naming Bridge, probably. We also need them to not have a Thalia's Lieutenant here. We're at 2. Bridge. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can win it in game 2 and game 3. Couple down, couple down. Alright, Angers are going to come in. Spyglass and Torp Orb. We're going to take out, basically, War Bosses. Hazard's kind of awkward, so we'll take 2 Hazards. We'll bring 2 War Bosses back in. Rabble Master's attack, if I'm going to play a creature, is going to be a War Boss. Alright, I think we're fixed. Shattering Spree is like... okay, but I don't want to be sitting with a card in hand. Ow. Alright, let's play first. We have removal. A lot of lands. No Bloodman, though. No Torp Orb. I think we mulligan. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll keep this. Let me turn on the fan, because it's getting warm in here. Let's see here. See if that makes too much noise. I don't think it will. See if that'll cool it down a little bit here. Alright, Mountain Pass turn. Ah, that's so much better. Ancient Ziggurat. Creature. Pass turn. Land, pass turn. So we can get rid of the champion if we need to. We can also get rid of a Thalia if we need to. I don't mind this Meddling Mage. Not too worried about anything so far. We'll probably just look to take 1 or 2 hits here. They're at 3 cards. Name Blood Moon. Alright. We'll take the 2. Torpor Orb here. We'll go ahead and play that. We can still technically abrade something, so I think we're fine here. Another land for my opponent. An Aether Vial. And a creature. Phantasmal Image. Copying Meddling Mage. Naming something. This becomes a 3/3, so I'll play into Anger here. They name Rabble Master. That's fine. I could kill this Aether Vial here. It might be worth it. I'm gonna say no. Cool. So let's Chandra here, tick up, get to Anger. We get to do this because we didn't cast that Abrade, so that's good. Alright, clear the board. They have 1 card in hand. We're gonna get lots of looks here, and we have a removal spell. Redraw. Another Chandra. Uptick for damage. Let's say no to that. I don't want the monkey. Pass turn. Obviously, Aether Vial is kind of going up here, but the Abrades can at least kill it. Freebooter. Not too worried about that card. And a Mantis Rider. We'll go ahead and kill that Mantis Rider. It's coming after Chandra, almost guaranteed. Let's go up. Extra Braid. Let's deal 3 damage to the freebooter here. And that way we have a chance to put this on 7 and down tick. If we do that, I think we win. If they have another Mantis Rider, then they win. Sweet. Alright. I think we got this one. Go ahead and ritual here. Do 5. We'll play our Chandra here. Do an additional 5. Take them to 8. They'll be at least at 6 here with this uptick. Maybe 3. Looks like they're going to 3, chat. Cast Simeon Spirit Guide, take them to 3. We have the lethal on board. We just need 2 turns here. Just need 2 turns. They play a nothing. Alright. So we gotta win it on the draw here. Arguably I could try a Doomblade. But we're really trying to get a Blood Moon out, so I'm not going to go that route. They're probably naming Anger and Abrades or something like that with the Meddling Mage now that they've seen them. Alright, here's an Anger, a couple Chalices, and a War Boss. This hand doesn't do enough. We're going to mulligan it. Spyglass, 1 land. Not very good. We're going to mulligan this. Double Anger, Legion Warboss, and Spyglass. I think I can keep this. We're going to put Warboss to the bottom. We're going to put Cavern of Souls to the bottom. Maybe we shut off something here. It's going to be hard. There's something to shut off, that's for sure. Alright, we'll see if we can get this Spyglass to work for us. Spyglass into Blood Moon would be really nice. These are possibilities. And Spyglass, we'll name Aether Vial. Cool. Got to see their hand. It's a lot of 2-drops. We do have a Deputy. The Deputy. See if they find their land here. They do not. We're going to hang out here. We kind of want the Braid to remove something like a Deputy or something like that. So they are looking for their land. They find it. They could hit Thalia here. Thalia wouldn't be a bad one for them to play. Yeah. Alright, so I need a land. I don't find one. Passing the turn back. Auriok Champion would be a pain. This Deputy of Detention looks like it's going to be a pain here too. Deputy, and then get to fire off the Aether Vial here for a Mantis Rider. Or not. Only 2 damage. That's pretty nice actually. Alright, now we need kind of running lands. We don't hit them. So they play a Mantis Rider. Oh, Bugler. Alright, they have 2 Mantis Riders. And this Bugler, they find another Bugler. Are we just dead here? Mantis Rider, Thalia's Lieutenant. Get hit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 4. 12, put us to 6. We need a land. I mean, I think that's the play for them. They have 2 Mantis Riders. They could also just play 2 Mantis Riders and his for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thalia's Lieutenant. Trigger on the stack? Nope. Opponent's not really wanting to commit too much here. Which I guess is lucky for us. Alright, we need a land. We do find our land. So now we can abrade. We have to abrade the Thalia. I don't think we're alive here. Play another Bugler. They have 2 Mantis Riders in hand. So what are we getting hit for? 1, 3. Mantis Rider, Mantis Rider. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I kill this, I mean, that's the only thing really to kill because it'll be 4 damage now. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we would have drawn our land, I guess we would have had a better shot. Like I said, humans has been a real problem kind of since Deputy of Detention because it's on color for them. And for whatever reason, they're playing like a bunch of Deputy of Detentions in the main board instead of like Knight of Autumns. So we just kind of we lose out when we don't draw our lands. We are on turn 7 and only had 3 lands. I think if we would have drawn one more land, we would have had a shot. Alright, no 5-0 with a funny little Doomblade leveler, but hey, we're having fun tonight. Having fun tonight, chat. On to match 3. No more humans, please. The creature aggro-based deck doesn't do very well against the humans matchup. Alright, this hand's fine. We name some cool stuff. We'll have Blood Moon. These will get turned off. That's alright, though. Then we have Chandra behind it. Removal. How does Leveler work? Leveler is just a 10/10 and you exile all your cards from your library when you play it. That's it. Just a big 10/10. It's a meme card. It doesn't belong in here. Just a meme. What are we doing, opponent? It's Artifact Juggernaut. Forest. Ancient Stirrings. Okay. Hers Tower. So we're against Green Tron, it looks like. Okay. We're going to name God. Actually, we shouldn't have to name anything. Let's name Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Alright, Juggernaut, and let's put Chalice on 1. We don't need Blood Moon ritualed out, so we'll be good here. Correct. But it enters the battlefield, so you could actually technically play Torpor and then it, and you'll be fine. And maybe we'll try to do that in one of our last games. Urza's power plant has been found. They played their tower. Alright, what's something else we can name here? Let's name Fungus. Fungus. It's not meant to be played. It's just in the sideboard for fun. Alright. I think the deck's trying to tell us to play Blood Moon, so we'll play Blood Moon. I do need another card here. I wouldn't mind an Abrade to get rid of like an O-Stone, which would be a slightly problem card. I'll play a second Blood Moon here just in case they have something on 2 to get rid of it. Not having any pressure or aggression here is not maybe the best place to be. But I think we have them down to playing naturally here. The Chalice on 1 is probably stopping a lot. Ooh, Hazard would have been nice. Also, you can't hear that fan, can you? I don't think you guys can. If anything, my computer fan's louder. Golly. Up we go. Hey, there we go. Alright. Found a War Boss. War Boss was going to close that game out. My opponent can't cast anything because it's all in 1s. Expedition map. Relics. Stars. Spheres. Okay. Dampening Sphere comes in. Spyglass comes in. Shattering Sprees come in. Does Leveler come in? I'd have to bring the Torp Orbs in. The other thing you could do is play Leveler and then use Jace Brainstorm. You could do something like that. I'm not encouraging it. You know what? You know what, chat? We're doing it. We're doing it. Torp Orb and Leveler. If I see it in the hand, we'll go for it. I'm not going to mull to it, but if it happens... It's Monday. Feels like Friday. Feels like Friday. Alright. We can keep this hand. Turn 1 Rabblemaster. We can Shattering Spree something. We can Blood Moon. We can Dampening Sphere. We can do it all. Boop. Alright, we're going to Shattering Spree that probably... Alright, so we're not going to Shattering Spree it. The reason we're not going to is we can actually do a turn 1 Rabblemaster. Now, typically it would be, oh, you can't do that because you won't get to Ritual out your Blood Moon. But we have a Dampening Sphere here, so it's okay. We'll be fine. And we'll win because we have a turn 1 Rabblemaster. No Leveler. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. More boss is kind of cool behind this. And Dampening Sphere. Past turn. It will take to the 4th turn to kill our opponent, but I think this will be enough of a hiccup for them that we should have it. I don't play Alpine Moon because Blood Moon is the best card to be playing. And when we can play Blood Moon on turn 1, there's no reason to be playing Alpine Moon. When Alpine Moon and Blood Sun came out, we experimented a little bit with Blood Sun, but when Alpine Moon came out, a lot of people asked me if you would play that over like some Blood Moons, and the answer is just strictly no. It doesn't do enough, and we have the most powerful card in our arsenal here in Blood Moon, so it just doesn't make sense. Our opponent's got a star over here. It could make green mana. Ooh, that's not a very great card. A land here would have been the best because then I could play Blood Moon. Here we're kind of risking a lot of things. We're 5. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this off. There's no real reason to. They get the draw anyway. But I'm kind of forcing them to do it now. They don't get one extra draw to find Nature's Claim, although they did just find it. Alright, so Ugin, we kind of died to, really sadly. Other stuff were not too bad, though. Walking Ballista would be obnoxious. Alright, so Ugin comes down, wipes the board. Or at least should. Yep. I don't find a land. On turn 5, haven't found our 3rd land just yet. Depending on what they play next, it might be over here. Sphere into. Thragtusk. I don't think I can beat a Thragtusk and a Ugin, chat. Nope. Alright. Not with extra land, no lands coming here. So we'll be on the play. We're going to get rid of the Leveler. Well, maybe. Alright. Begin sideboarding. We'll get rid of Leveler and the Torp Orbs. We'll bring Chandra's back in. We didn't see any of them anyway. But just trying to grab this win here. Pac-Man says hi. 21 lands. I'm pretty known for doing the 21. Some people were playing 22. I even tried 20 when the London Mulligan rule started, but with my 21 lands ever since the London Mulligan rule online, I apparently only get one land hands all the time. Like all the time. It's frustrating. So I can't convince myself to go down to 20. 21 it is. Gemstone Cavern is to hedge on losing the dice roll, but stealing turn 1 from my opponents. So that I can get a turn 1 Rabblemaster, Blood Moon, or not really Ensnaring Bridge. Chalice on 1. You think the dragon goes in? You could play a dragon maybe over the Chandra. It does 4 damage instead of 2. Gotta get to 5 mana though. We can play it. Oh, nope, never mind. We can't play it. You could make one Chandra and Storm Breath switch there. This hand, turn 2, War Boss. We die to Tron. We have to find Blood Moon or something faster. We can keep this. Alright, so what's interesting here is we can keep this because we can Chalice on 1. And Chalice on 1 actually sort of wrecks Tron a little bit. Now, if they just have natural Tron here, then it's a problem. But if they had, like, Expedition Map and something else, then we've really messed them up. We'll see. We'll see. It's looking scary. Alright, we don't hit Blood Moon. We'll see if we've goofed here. Do they have just natural Tron here? Do they have natural Tron? They don't. Thank goodness. O Stone. Okay, looking for a raid. Chalice on 2 is actually kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and place that on 2. That shuts off our Braid. I do know this, chat. Shuts off our Braid, but it shuts off a Forest into a Sylvan Scrying. It also shuts off a Spatial Contortion, which they do sometimes play. Opponent's not caring about that, though. Let's go ahead and hit them here. So we have them at 5. And I'll go ahead and activate this. And that'll put them to 3. So they need a land here. If they don't find a land, they lose. Walking Ballista. It's pretty good, pretty good. That keeps them alive. We have a lot of outs. That's not necessarily one of our outs, unfortunately. But we do get to attack here. He will block Rabblemaster, but we'll have to kill 2 of these. So we keep Rabblemaster rounds, so the O Stone will have to go off next turn in their combat step. So I will F6 through. I'm going to play Blood Moon next turn. They go to 1 here. So a lot of things are an out here. We just need them to avoid a land. Land and we have to hit one of our outs. Ruins would be an out. Chandra would be an out. Hazard would technically be an out. Storm Breath would not because I'd have to do that pre-combat, but we could like swing out the second turn. Nice. Shattering Spree wasn't really an out. Nora's Ritual, Nora's Ritual. There you go. Rabble Master in a couple turns. Maybe we could sneak around something. We'd have the Blood Moon as well. Nice. We beat Tron, chat. Losing to Humans, which is apparently a favored matchup. Beating Tron. This list is a little tuned towards Blue, White, and Tron being in your meta. So if you have those floating around your local FNM, consider slamming some goblins. You do not need the Caverns, but the Caverns do help against Blue, White. You don't need them. Your budget does not allow. Alright. We're against Murderclays? We'll just keep this. Blood Moon's pretty good. We have a Cavern in case they are Blue-White. Gemstone Caverns is just Gemstone Caverns. Not the greatest card, because we're on the play. We'll lead with Mountain past turn. See if we want to be playing Blood Moon first or not. We do not. Alright. If it's Burn, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Alright. Let's ritual out a Legion Warboss here and put pressure back on my opponent. This does open us up to a Searing Blaze. I'm willing to take this risk though, because I think they mulled one. Oh, there's Searing Blaze. Hits us for 5 total this turn. I think I open us up to another Searing Blaze, or I play this Blood Moon to take him off of white. Let's name Goblin here before we lose a chance to. Another Simian Spirit Guide. Let's play Blood Moon to take him off white. Hit him for 1 here. Pass turn back. Boros Charm and all that. They probably played Searing Blaze because they saw the Warboss. Now they're in a position where they need to be trying to hit our face a bunch. 1 damage. I'd be surprised if they don't do anything. Play a Warboss here. Swing in. My opponent's F6, so they have white spells in hand, like Borostrom and Helix. So we're in the clear to just smash face as fast as we can. Lava Spike here. We go to 10, take 2, go to 8. We're not in fear of 2 Boros Charms. I think I just F6 here. 1, 2, 3. We're probably a Simian Spirit Guide as a blocker. I'm gonna do this kind of attack. This should be enough, and I can double block as well. They'd have to do 2 spells. And if they decide to attack and I don't feel like I'm going to lose, then I get to swing with everything around it. And if they have something, say, like Goblin Guide or something, then we get around that as well. Abrade's a good pickup here, and Hazard following turn would be fine. Okay, Angers come in here. Dismembers technically can come out. We're on the draw. I could attempt a Doomblade. Let's go for that. Why not? Trinispheres are good here. Damping Spheres are not as good. Storm Breath's probably alright as a top end here. Bridges and Dismembers come out. Dismembers do 4 to us. It's a little too much. Bridges don't come down fast enough. So we bring these in. I'll probably bring in maybe the Damping Sphere here. We want to leave all the Chandras in. I could see getting rid of maybe 1 Ritual here. Maybe this Damping Sphere's not it. Why Leveler? Why not? It's a meme. Why Doomblade? Why Doomblade? It's just for fun. We started the league and I asked for 2 dead cards, and I will say I didn't pick I didn't pick Doomblade, but I picked Leveler. Alright, we're going to play a Chalice on 1. Our opponent does have this good, sweet green mana, so they have Destructive Revelry in the deck. So Take a peek at what's the top card. Pyretic. Pyretic's not a bad one to see because we're going to Chalice here and then get to Ritual out our Legion War Boss. Well, we could play Torp Orb and Juggernaut. So we could technically play these. Those would be fun. Those would be fun. They interact in a pleasant manner. Eidolon? Cindervines. Attacks us, we get a gemstone. Let's go ahead and play our war boss here. This opens us up once again to Searing Blaze. I have a feeling they want to get rid of this though, so they'll be using one here. Blood Moon wouldn't be a bad draw, I suppose, or a Hazard here would probably be a good draw to close this game out. Helix is our war boss. We take another 2 here, go to 13. Cindervines is online. We get an Abrade. Not maybe the best card so far, but card nonetheless. Maybe we can draw another land off the top. The other interaction that happens is you get behind a Goblin Guide and you get a bunch of lands. And by getting a bunch of lands, you actually can never ever get low enough for bridge. There's a Chalice. Let's kill this dude. So the question is, do we put Chalice on 2 or Chalice on 1? I'm tempted to throw it on 2, but I know that this can kill this. My opponent hasn't done a lot on 2, though, so far. He could also sack this, kill this, and play 1/1 spell. Like a bolt. This might be a lot more. I feel good enough to put another one on 1. It opens my Abrade to still being an out to maybe a creature, like an Eidolon. There's a Boros Charm. That would have been fired off anyway at 2. Here they can sack and kill the 2 or the 1. There's the Eidolon. It's a really good top deck, actually. Because we can attack with Hazard, we can block with Goblin. That was actually probably the perfect top deck there. Because if we would have gotten Chandra, we would have taken 1 damage. We're actually in a really good spot here. Yep, attacks. I can't go to 5. Just can't happen. Not yet. And I don't think my opponent can play something into this. There's a Blood Moon. If I were to play both of these, I just take a bajillion damage. So I'm going to have to discard. I discard, they go to 8. I swing in. So if I swing in here, they go to 3. I go to 5. He can sack and kill one of these. So I go to technically 3 when he fires this off. If I go to 3, I die to a Helix. But I guess if I'm attacking in, he's going to win anyway with a Helix. Even if I wait. Because he gets an extra turn. So we die exactly to Helix, I think. Helix or Land Searing Blaze. I'll take my chances. I think he should fire this off, though. There it is. There's the Helix. And I say we die exactly to Helix because it's 2 and then this is 2. And it's only really the 2 mana spell that could do that. And if we didn't attack, they'd be at 11 now. Bummer. Cindervine's got us. Cindervine's got us. Doomblade. Alright. Same thing. Run it back. Looking for Chalices on 1 and 2 pretty quick. Then Blood Moons and then aggro behind all that. Anger of the Gods wouldn't be bad to see. That being said, if they have a handful of burn and we have Anger of the Gods, it won't be any good. How's everyone's Monday going? We're just messing with tennis ball, dice, and a Pac-Man. Pac-Man's eating my finger. And we're playing Magic. And we're doing all right. And we're tired. We're tired, chat. Are you tired, chat? It's okay to be tired. All right, we have a Chalice on 1, and we have no follow-up. We die to a Cinderglade pretty quick. Pretty quick. We have 2 cards we're just not casting for forever, and we're not casting these for at least another 2 turns. It's mulligan. Alright, we're going to keep this. We are on the play, so we can actually get Blood Moon down to avoid a Cinderglades. We are weak to creatures here. We're going to bottom our Storm Breath because we need the lands. Fingers crossed. But we should get this down. They'll get probably a Goblin Guide or something like that down here. Swift Spear. We'll just hope their hand's not a bunch of bolts and lava spikes and mean 1-drops. Alright. Get Blood Moon down here. Turn them off of white. No Helixes. No Cinderviant, Cinderglade, whatever the card was. The mean card that won. Alright, bolts us. That's fine. Fetch lands are sort of turned off here for Searing Blaze. We are probably going to have to play War Boss behind this. Looks like my opponent's on 1. We're going to play War Boss here. It risks that they have land and something else. But they kept a 1-lander, obviously. And I'm feeling good about that. We get to Chandra now as well. Uptick for damage. Swing in with War Boss. And now we get to play the Simian Spirit Guide. Not that it should matter. It should not matter here. There you go. That's how you beat Burn. Keep a 1-lander. They never draw their 2nd land. They got all those helixes. They're no good. Doomblade. A lot of Chandras coming. You think Chandra was better first? Chandra will not get to an emblem before War Boss will kill. War Boss will do 1, and then it will do 5 damage, so it's 6 total. And then it'll do 2, 4, 7, so that would be 13. Where this would do 6 over the course of that, if left uncontested. And then if they do choose to bolt War Boss, it's 1 less bolt to Chandra, and they've already used 1 bolt here. They used it just directly at me. And so the Chandra has a better chance of getting to 7 as an alternate to this. We didn't know what was coming, but in the case of what was showing up here, we could get Chandra to 7 or use Chandra as removal as well, and I'd almost prefer that. The War Boss is just quicker. Alright, we're 3-1. We're not going to get any 5-0s and put Leveler into the postings. I think War Boss was a little bit better there. They missed a land drop as well. If they go land Searing Blaze, that's fine. If we had Chandra, then we played War Boss and they do land, they could do land and hit Chandra, where if they're just doing land, Searing Blaze, we get a token, then you're doing Chandra plus token every turn. It kind of avoids ways that they can like remove it during combat or before combat as well. Obviously, if they had a bolt, they got rid of it and we wouldn't get the token, but then that would be one less bolt to Chandra and they'd have 2 bolts done. They leave in removal like Searing Blaze because we show them creatures, and we can play actually to a game where we avoid playing a creature until we have a Chalice on 2. There are just a few different lines. I like to play the burn matchup like slow sometimes. In that case, it was quick because we got the Rabble out. But it was based on them missing a land drop. What do we got here? Long queue. Why did I add Cavern of Souls to the deck? So this version of the deck does not have Eidolon. You actually do not have Anger in it either because it's Dismembers and Abrades for your removal. Chandra is the only 2 pip, so we can actually go down on how many red sources we need. Currently in the meta online, Phoenix, Blue-White, and Tron seem to be around. And I've actually run into some Grixis Death Shadow lists that are playing Delay over Stubborn Denial. So I got tired of getting countered. If I'm going to be down to the ground as quick as I can, if I can put a Cavern on Goblin and get a Rabblemaster to stick under, say, a Remand, Mana Leak, Delay, Logic Knot, as the way that their control kind of players are planning to get around me rushing them with damage, I'll play the Cavern. I'm trying it. I'm trying it. Has it played out very well? Every now and then. Every now and then. Like here. Here we'll play Ruins, we'll play Cavern, and then if they have Blue-White and they've got something like, you know, something to counter it, we'll be good. If your meta doesn't have a lot of Blue-White, don't worry about the Caverns. It's just something I do like playing. And the other thing is we got to, on our first very matchup of the night, we played the Cavern and named Sliver against our Dredge opponent. Kind of confusing them. Look at this. Chat, look at this. I'm a genius. Alright, so it's unlikely that they have something that... Ooh. Okay. I kind of want to name God here, but I'm going to name Goblin. And I'm going to put this Chalice on 1. So if I draw a land here, I can actually just Rabblemaster through everything. Oh, Spell Snare. The other line there was to put this on God and then play the Rabblemaster. That being said, if I top deck a Blood Moon here, we're in good shape. Let's play Chandra here while I can. I can get the Goblin through a counter spell. So we're having to play a little bit different against like a blue-white opponent like this. Getting the text messages. Whoa. Feel the Ruins, my Cavern of Souls. Hello, I want to read my text message. Alright. Get our mountain here. Basic Plains. Plays another Relic. Our opponent's on the Relic plan. So we have an opportunity to get Hazard down here. We have the opportunity to get Rabbles down too. Let's look for a Blood Moon first, and then we can play a Rabblemaster. We could also play Hazard here. Hazard can't attack. Say no to that. We play a Warboss over a Rabblemaster here. I plan to throw Warboss into a Snapcaster next turn. If we can get this Chandra to 7, we'll be in good shape. If they have another blue source here, we may have to play the next turn kind of awkwardly to avoid Cryptic bouncing Chandra without Chandra activation, but maybe to get a Rabblemaster or Hazard down after the fact. It's not triple blue, so we have a little bit of wiggle room here. A little bit of wiggle room. Plays Jace. And Brainstorms. Alright, they're setting something up here to get rid of Chandra or to deal with war bosses or something here. A Braid's not really where I want to be. I'll tick up, see if I get a Blood Moon here. I get another Rabblemaster. That actually might be worth it. Let's cast the Rabblemaster here. We're obviously getting further and further away from Hazoret, but this is just an extra threat that I'm worried about, like Terminus or Supreme Verdict here. And if they take next turn to do that, then I can have another Rabblemaster behind this. My opponent concedes just to the extra Rabblemaster. Never hit Blood Moon. We weren't going to really get Hazard going. That's alright, though. Alright, Storm Breath's going to come in here. Spyglasses can come in here. I could try the Torpor Orb and the Leveler. Let's see how much I can take out here. I can take out the bridges here. I could take out the Abrades as well. I could do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Totally bad sideboarding. You would keep the Abrades in. You keep the Abrades in because they remove a Snapcaster out of the way of a Rabblemaster. But we're not here to play simple games. The worst thing that could happen is we have Torpor Orb in play, we play Leveler, and they decide to bounce Torpor Orb in response. It's the worst that could happen. It's not that bad. Let's do it. Best card to find right now would probably be a Cavern of Souls. Alright, Blood Moon's pretty good too. Let's see if they care about my Torpor Orb here. We'll use it as the bait card. I can't imagine they counter a Torpor Orb. That card's not that bad. This guy, though. Okay, just an opt. Just an opt. Just an opt, chat. It'll be okay. Okay, we're just gonna naturally play the Blood Moon right behind this. Oh, we're turning away from trying this. My body is ready to try this. An opt behind this. I think if there is triple blue out there, I think I still slam it. We go for it. And we die to the Cryptic Command. Ah, they negated me. They negated me. Play Jace. Come on, play Jace. Play Jace, play Jace, play Jace. Not that I really want Jace. Alright, there's triple blue out there. I'm going for it. Let's lose the game, chat. Leveler. Read that card. I think if he bounces this, we concede. He doesn't know what to do. Leveler's in play, chat. It's probably going to get Path. The Leveler is in play. Heck yeah. We're doing it. Swing in. Oh, it's gonna be so sad if I get Path. 10 damage. We gained 10 damage, 10 life. Hey, we got the combo off. You can't argue with me, chat. We did it. We got the combo. Gain 30. Imagine if we would have had a Chalice on 1. Woo! Chalice on 1, man. Woo! Leveler would be around. I was so ready for that Cryptic Bounce Torpor. We exile our library. I was ready for it. Ready. We just gotta keep a Teferi in check. It's easy, right? It's easy. Nice. Boop. Look, we can use our life total. Boop. Got him. Bye, Lyra. You have been booped. Let's attack Teferi again. Seems to be working. Don't Snapcaster. Path. Path. You know what? I'm just cast another Simian Spirit Guide. If they want to blow up my ruins, they can blow up my ruins. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, opponent. We came for the memes tonight, chat. Meme Monday. We got the memes. The leveler. He's in. He's at the bottom of the deck. Actually, if they could shuffle this, we could put leveler somewhere in the middle of the deck. Shuffle it. Shuffle it. Shuffle. 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 Yes. Leveler's no longer at the bottom, chat. We have an opportunity to redo our 10-10. We have the chance of a lifetime. I'm ready for Cryptic. Okay. Let's keep Teferi in check. One Storm Breath away from winning this. Condemns Simian Spirit Guide. I didn't get Path, it got Condemned. Condemned puts it on the bottom of the library and I gain life equal to its toughness. He's in the deck. If we get the opportunity to shuffle again, I'll show you. Or I'll go look for him after this game. He's in the deck. He's probably getting countered, but he's in the deck. He'd be in exile if he was. Just Simian Spirit Guides over here. It's the Simian Spirit Guide Club. Let's try this. The other thing here we could be doing is attempting to wait for... Watch, if they path here... Alright, perfect. So they path, we'll use the ability, and Leveler is right here. Leveler's in our deck. We only have 3 basics left. Yeah, so we have Leveler. Leveler's right there. He's chilling. Somewhere shuffled in the deck. Snappy. Snapcaster beats 13 turn clock. It's very ticking up. This is at 7. That's kind of scary. I kind of want to hit Leveler here, cast it, and they just Cryptic this Torp Orb. Needed that a while ago. Chalice on 1. This second game here has gotten away from us. They have a Teferi at 7, about to be 8. Getting it to 8, I can't beat it because we don't play threats fast enough. And my opponent can just exile every time they draw a card. So unless I have a way to interact with Teferi here, like a Hazoret, Storm Breath, or something like that, And he leaves Snapcaster back, just in case. Worth a try. It's worth a try. Maybe they won't block. Maybe they won't block. It's a lot of purges and condemns and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of creature removal. My gosh. There's a cavern. They actually don't have as many counter spells as I would think they would. Well, that's not a block. Nope. No, it wasn't. Kind of want to do it again, chat. That was pretty sweet. I'm just gonna submit it right back. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. Who doesn't like to play Torpor Orb and really, really bad creatures? This guy likes it. Alright, let's play first. Let's see if we can't. There's Torpor Orb. I don't care as much about that anymore. I think this is a bait here. It's a bait because I don't have much after this Rabblemaster. Oh well. Let's do it. They mulled a 6. Which card has spiked crazy lately? Leveler? There's no way Leveler has spiked crazy. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's do Desperate Ritual. On the off chance that they don't, we'll go ahead and Blood Moon. Sweet. I'm expecting white mana here. No, no white mana. Alright, we're on board here. Let's play Rabblemaster, see if we get countered. I don't think we will. Nice. Alright, things are working out. Leveler has spiked. $5. $5 is pretty good. $5 is pretty good, chat. Also, I'm sorry that we didn't get to finish our blue-white game, but we won. Taking it 4-1. Taking this pile 4-1. Let's see what a few of our draws were. Oh, yeah. Oh, Legion Warboss right behind that. Although they could have a Logic Knot. We would have played land and played around Logic Knot a couple different ways. Another Blood Moon. Chalice. Another Warboss a little bit later. Probably we're good. I mean, if they had Snapcaster, I think it's worth playing out a little bit because they can't attack with Rabblemaster. They can flash in Snapcaster. But there you go. Humans is the reason that Leveler is not getting posted to the 5-0s. Don't ask why. We just can't beat humans with the creature deck. It's because post board we only have 2 Angers. We have a few pieces of removal, but we can really get kind of stuck behind Thalia. We actually kind of did. In that case, we only drew to 2 lands in the first 7 turns. So that was a little bit of a bummer. It happens. This was the list we played. We played also another version of this with 1 extra Dampening Sphere and 1 extra Storm Breath. So if you're wanting to play this or take it to an FNM and be that aggro Pyro Prison player, add 1 more Storm Breath, add 1 more Dampening Sphere, or really card of choice. I think the point here that I'm trying to make is with approximately, let's take the Rabbles. Essentially, these cards here that are highlighted, which is close to, so this is 30, and this is 22. You could argue these 2 are flex slots too. But basically, these 50 here are what we call core, And these 10 are flex slots, and then the sideboard just has to be flex as well for whatever your meta is. But you can take this 50 and usually do pretty good. If you're trying mountains instead of caverns, you can have some ruins, you can have scavenger grounds, you can have mutavaults, a couple flex lands in there. But generally 21 lands, the Chandas, Rabblemasters, the 12 lock pieces, and 9 ritual type effects. Seems to be pretty good. You can knock off a ritual effect, you could add one more land, a few flex things there. These 10 matter, and based on however you're attacking the meta, that's where I would go. If you like to sit back, more control, I wouldn't encourage it right now, but Sarkhan and dragons could be a thing. We've played Charbelcher. We're playing a lot of creatures here. You could play more planeswalkers. You could play utility creatures. You could go more artifacts. A lot of different approaches. Karn will be looked at here as War of the Spark gets printed and distributed and released. You could play more Angers and more Braids to remove things like Hardened Scales and Humans and Spirits. You just proved my point about winning with a napkin in your sideboard. Doomblade is literal napkin. I played and brought in Leveler and 2 Torpor Orbs twice. And the only matchup I lost to was Humans, and I tried actually really hard with my 2 Angers and my 2 Torpor Orbs, but it didn't work. You could run a Relic main, just keep in mind that it will get kind of messed up with Chalice every now and then. Just keep that in mind, but a Relic main could definitely be a thing. You could put a Relic sideboard. You can play anything, honestly. You just have to know what you're trying to do. And I think you have to have the ability to move to a little more control, a little more aggro whenever you need it. That was next level. Here, really quick. I've taken this to a 5-0. It's been a while. I would not encourage playing this list. I've taken this list to a 5-0, chat. I have taken this garbage to a 5-0. Anyway, chat. We played 2 leagues tonight. We got 3-2, and we got a 4-1 with this list. And we ran basically 2 dead cards in the sideboard, being Doomblade and Leveler. I might try to do this off stream a little bit and get this published just to make heads spin on Reddit and other places. It's a fun list. If you like jamming goblins, but you kind of like to be a little more of a prison-y control player, I'd entertain this list, chat. It's not as weak as Goblins is. So Goblins is really good. It is very weak to Chalice on 1, which a lot of the meta is considering, and it's really weak to board wipes. So blue-white just board wipes it once and you're just done. Any deck running red might have an Anger and can board wipe it. So this has a little more play to it, and it's also a bit like, I don't want to say it's a bit like gambling, but it's a little bit like that all-in kind of rush and a little bit off the top and what you're going to draw. Some people won't like that because you are not filtering what you're playing. A lot of people like the draws, the ops, the Serum Visions, the Faithless Lootings. Honestly, I can top deck a Faithless Looting. I pay 1 to play my Faithless Looting, and unless I was holding a card, and if I was holding a card, now I ditch 2 and I get 1 of those. Okay, I got 3 cards deeper. If there was a powerful card that was just ready to be played, play it. These are our Faithless Lootings. These are our ops. Just like in green, these are our Mana Dorks. They're the cards you don't want to top deck at the end, but sometimes you do. Chalice is actually nice to top deck near the end, and then you have 14 cards that you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. So it is what it is, chat. We're going to wrap it up here, though. If you've enjoyed yourself, there is that follow button. I do appreciate it. For the subs out there, we have 3 levels of emotes at this point. You get your aggro, you get your lock, and you get the, as always, Howl Blood Moon emote with the wolf on it. Those were brought down from Tier 2 and Tier 3 due to the recent affiliate changes for those that stream Let's see who's playing Magic and let's raid someone real quick. Just chatting. We're playing this guy doing something and Barros doing something. Caligula, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Millen and Killen. Alright. I know people like Mill. I know people like Mill. What's Stickball Russ playing? He's won twice. What is he playing, though? We're going to send you to one of those people. Let's see here. I want to see what Stickball Russ is playing. I think I'm sending you to Evan, because that's typically where I send you guys. But Stickball Russ is playing something. You want to see Mill? You want to see Mill, chat? Or do you want to see whatever Russ is playing? Your choice. Mill's pretty sweet, by the way. Evan's a cool guy as well. Sometimes we like to support Russ, though. Russ kind of can be a little more abrasive. Just warning you. What do you want, chat? Russ is on Goryo's? Alright, do you want to see Goryo's or Mill, chat? And we'll send you off that way. That's how we'll wrap it up. I just need to know. Who do you want? Mill, he's in the middle of a game in a league. He's got Damnation and Snaring Bridges in his mill list. Russ is just like... He's in queue. He's just in queue. Alright, chat. We're going to send you to Russ. Let's do that. Russ plays Pyro Prison as well. We've rated Evan a few times. If you're curious about Evan, I'll go ahead and link his down below too. Otherwise, you can join us in the raid to Stickball Russ, give him some howls. That'll be it tonight, chat. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as long as we can stay on that schedule. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on Wednesday. And this Friday... Get out of the way, get out of the way. Blah. This Friday probably will be a no. Keep you in the loop. Follow me on Twitter. You'll know. See you guys next time.